All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Little late afternoon shipping. We just finished shipping out a majority of the whatnot orders. We just have a couple more orders to ship that require gift cards. So Kayla's going out and grabbing those real quick, and then we'll get to shipping all the rest of the orders. Appreciate everybody who came out this weekend on this weekend's whatnot show. It was a ton of fun. Now we get to take a little bit of a break. We're not going to do any shows this weekend because it's a little too close to Christmas to be selling stuff and trying to get stuff to you guys before Christmas. So, yeah, I think this weekend's show would be like what, 3 days out from Christmas or 4 days out from Christmas. So that's too close to be shipping orders. So no show this weekend. We'll have shows the following weekend. But yeah, appreciate everybody who came out. It was a really successful show. We sold less than we were wanting to. We wanted to move basically everything, and we still have a full rack, including Purple Label. We still have a bunch of shoes. We still have some more jeans. So that means after Christmas, either that first week after Christmas or the following week, we'll be doing another Ralph Lauren show. So what's up, designer? What's up, Lily? Welcome in, everybody. I haven't started up TikTok yet, so I can say all the naughty words, the whatnots and the eBays and all that before I fire up TikTok. We do have quite a few orders going out today. I think a total, let me see, I haven't even checked this yet. I just pulled all the orders, but I wasn't really paying attention. Orders, awaiting shipment. We have 21 eBay. We have, I think, 4 Posh, 1 Mercari, and 1 Depop order. So it was sale on every platform. I even sold some things that I've already shipped out on Whatnot Marketplace too. I've been cross-listing a bunch of items using Vendu over to Whatnot. If you guys didn't see the show and like my strategy on that show, I put a bunch of Ralph Lauren into the shop, and by the end of the show, we sold 31 extra items from the shop, not including the auctioned items. So little strat for you whatnot sellers that might be able to implement that same thing. And again, we use Vendu to do that. I would use Nifty, but Nifty doesn't have a ability to cross list over to whatnot, so I have to use Vendu to do that for right now. Hopefully Nifty will have it soon, but it does help with sales, definitely. If I'm running kids items and people are looking for men's, I can send them to the shop to shop for men's while I'm running the kids, so on and so forth. So it keeps everybody in the show, keeps everybody going. So that's how TikTok rolls. They have TikTok shop. Yeah, you can't really say whatnot over there. If you say whatnot in a live, you get a violation almost immediately. All right, let's get started. I will fire up TikTok now. We'll ship out Posh, Mercari, and Depop orders real quick, and then we'll start shipping Bay orders. Start with Posh. First sale is a Ralph Lauren shirt. Speaking of Ralph Lauren, had a big weekend of Ralph Lauren selling this weekend, and on top of stuff selling from our shop. So this one sold for 19 bucks, just a basic little bread and butter Ralph Lauren. This actually just was listed. I think I listed this, I want to say like Wednesday, and it already sold. So had it listed for 23, and somebody offered me 19. I just decided to take that offer. So, so then does what update Vendu, and then Vendu updates Nifty? No, you have to do that all manually. The two cross listers would never talk to each other. They're competition with each other. So no, after the show, I have to manually go in and delist everything. So it does take a little bit of extra time. But what I do is I just hop into Nifty, and then I go through and I just type in. So if you read my listings over there, I have my SKU number in the very end of the listing. So all I have to do is type out in the SKU number into Nifty, and then I can pull all my listings down that way. Makes it a little bit easier on me. But yeah, you have to do that all manually. So what's up, Bobby? Welcome in. Hopefully Facebook is working. I don't see Facebook over here. I just see let me see. Let me see if Facebook's up and running, because I just see YouTube comments. Sometimes my Facebook doesn't link with my restream. So this one just like that on Posh. Small world. There you go. What's up, Danny? I just shipped your order recently. Okay, I don't have any comments over there. Okay, that's good. Although I didn't see my... Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, then we're good. We're good. Just want to make sure that we're all linked up. What's up, TikTok? Welcome in. All right, let's get next order going out. This is a bundle. Working. Okay, what's up, Cass? Appreciate you. Bundle sale. This was just listed too. Really good items to look out for. These are Suit Supply polo sweaters. So the bottom is like a sweater. So is the sleeves, but it's a short sleeve. And these are silk cotton. I found both of these at a Goodwill. I think they were like $7.46 a piece. And both of them sold together in a bundle like 3 or 4 days after I listed them for $80 together over on Posh. So nice little sale. Can you stretch the SKU so you don't have to add to the title? You can put, yeah, you can put a SKU on your WN listings, but it's easier after the show to just like look at the title and then find the listing or find the listing in Nifty from the title instead of having to go into each order and find what the SKU is. It's kind of like how the Bay works, right? You got to go in and look for them. So what I do is I just stick the SKU at the end, and I can find it that way, much easier. Anything new coming in Nifty? Not that I know yet. We had a discussion like a couple weeks ago. She is working on some stuff, but nothing that I know is like right around the corner. So I'm not going to say what I know is coming until I know it's coming. Right? I don't want to say it. Do you do WN? I do. We did a show this weekend. If you missed it, make sure you follow us. We're same name everywhere, including over there. We did a Ralph Lauren show. We did 15,000 in sales, so it didn't beat our best show. I thought it would. If we ran all the purple label, it probably would have beat our best show this year, but we had to end it because it was already getting too late. But yeah, we were close to having our newest record show. So we'll see. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. All right. Next up, we got a Brooks Brothers sale. This is a good one too. A lot of you probably would pass on this one. It was new with tags at the thrift. I think I paid up a little bit for it. I think I paid like 12 bucks for it. But it's a solid white and it's a size 18. So it's a big size, brand new with tags. This one sold for $40 over on Posh. 40 smackers over on Posh. Have you done the Bay Live? No, I've applied, but they are... I talked about this on King's Live, so if you don't follow Kings of eBay, I was over there talking to him for a little bit on TikTok the other day on his live, and eBay is really behind. I shouldn't have said I said the name. They're really behind on trying to compete, very behind on trying to compete. And I've talked to some of the people recruiting sellers to go over there and sell, and to be honest, I think I already see I got a restriction. I got to take a picture of this, by the way. Hold on, TikTok. I got to take a picture of this. Okay. Because I sent in a ticket for my violations, because right now I'm not doing anything that's against terms of service and I keep getting violations. So I'm gonna send that in and hopefully get them to stop giving me restrictions on my account. But anyways, now I can talk about it. eBay Live. I talked to them a couple weeks ago, probably about 2 weeks ago now. I applied. They had a conversation with me over like a Zoom call, and they basically said that I have to commit to doing like 4 to 5 shows a week. And I told them I can't commit to 4 to 5 shows a week. I only do 1 show a week on Whatnot, and it's super successful. Why would I commit to 4 to 5 shows over on eBay? It makes absolutely no sense. And they're like, well, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for sellers that are like full-time sellers that'll just do eBay Live. And I said, to be honest, you're never going to get Whatnot sellers if that's your stipulation. So we're waiting to see what they say back to us. But I was thinking about bringing 1 show every week to 2 weeks over to eBay, just to see how it goes, because I see them putting a lot of effort into it. But to be honest, they're so far behind that, and especially with these new rules that they have, it makes no sense. So hopefully they fix all that stuff over there. Yeah, they're getting so bad restrictions. Yeah, I took a picture of it so I can send it in this time with my ticket. I left eBay, now just selling Whatnot. I love it. I love Whatnot too. Next year, I think I'm going to do, we're going to slow down a little bit on Whatnot and just do 1 big show a week. That's our goal. 1 big show a week or 1 big show every 2 weeks, kind of similar to the shows that we did this weekend. And focus the rest of the time on social media and especially YouTube next year. I really want to try YouTube. So I actually went out. I don't know if I've taken pictures of it, but I haven't shown you guys this on live. I went out and got an Insta360 camera. These things are really cool. So it actually comes with a necklace, this thing right here, and you wear it like a necklace, and you can actually snap the camera to your chest like this. So you guys are going to be able to get POV shots. So basically, I can have this sitting right here on my chest, and while I'm filming a YouTube video, you guys will be able to see me doing everything on the rack, and that's the camera right there. And it shoots in 4K. I filmed a YouTube video yesterday on Sunday. I went to the thrift store and filmed a YouTube video, or you can have it like in the pod like this and film. So I'm gonna try this thing out and see if it works. If it works good, then I'll start making YouTube videos like POV YouTube videos, POV pull videos, so pulling inventory. Also, cool thing too is you literally take this and you put it this way, and it films in short form content. So short form, the landscape, or not landscape, portrait and landscape, you just flip it, portrait, landscape, and it'll actually change the orientation as you're wearing it. So I can switch in between both, get different angles. It's really cool. I was looking up this for a while. The only bad thing about this, if you're thinking about getting one of these cameras, is you can't hook up a mic to it. So when you're in a thrift store, if there's background noise, you'll have to do voiceovers. But the mic in it is pretty good. So that's only downfall to it. So POV for, I can't say that. The solid whites are great, finding them and getting them home without a stain. Yes, that is the hard part. So if you find Brooks Brothers solid white shirts, Ralph Lauren solid white shirts, those are good ones to look up, pick up too. Lots of like basic brands, but if they're linen and solid white, they'll sell really well, or bigger sizes will sell well. But you have to make sure that they don't have stains or flaws when you get them in. Don't have stains or flaws. What's the camera called? It's an Insta 360 Go 3S. It's really cool. Look these things up. They're really cool. Yeah, I did a POV shot in a thrift store. So I just took this thing out, and while I was going, you guys will see it in the video. While I was going through the rack, or while I was going through my inventory to check for stains and flaws, I took this. By the way, look at this. Watch this. It can clip to things just like that. So I could like walk away from it and it could film just like that because it has a magnet in the back. So like if I have like a rack in the thrift store and I'm like going down the aisles and I want to get like a POV shot of me like walking down the aisles and thrifting, I could just snap it to something metal and it'll continue to record even outside the pod. So battery life is okay. I think it lasted like 30 minutes outside the pod, and then as soon as you put it back in, it starts charging again, which is pretty cool. And it can last like 2.5 hours. So I think the thing is cool. We'll test it out, see how it is, see how it works. Have you seen auctions on Whatnot? I have seen lots of them. I can say Whatnot now because I already got a violation. I use your Shippo link. How do I know if I get it correctly? I used it about 10 times already. So go to your invoices. It'll be on your main profile. Go to your invoices and your settings, and then it should say that you got your credits taken off. I haven't had anybody yet that hasn't had their credits taken off. You have to check your invoices though. So it's not going to come up as like a pop-up like Whatnot, like you got credits. It'll come off at the end of the day when they bill you. They'll take off the $25. I heard you're planning on strapping that camera around your waist. Did Surfs tell you that? Oh, Surfs, why are you giving out all my secrets? That's my goal for 2026. Anyways, Levi's jeans, just basic bread and butter Levi's jeans. These are women's 511s. Oh no, these are men's. Men's 511s. These sold for $20. So nice little bread and butter sale. Nothing crazy. I get tons of bread and butter. I think that if you're out there thrifting, you should be looking for things like this that are bread and butter, picking these up and selling these. Yeah. The save on shipping bales, 100 pounds. I'm paying 90 now. You can check. I would definitely check and see. I haven't tried shipping anything like massive on Shippo yet. I usually ship out just like stuff like this, but yeah, I'm sure it just depends on how you ship it. Just depends on how you ship it. All right, that one ship, but you can always check rates. Just go back and forth and check rates on different things. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. What's up, everybody? Everybody's here. All right, Mercari sale. I actually had a good Mercari sale this weekend, which is crazy. Mercari sale. These are Taylor Stitch men's jeans. Is a great brand to look for. Anytime you find Taylor Stitch, if it's a good style, size, all that stuff, pick it up. Pay up for it too. Pay up to like $15 for these because they'll sell really well. This one sold for $53. Pre-owned condition over on Mercari. I actually had 2 Mercari sales this month. I don't think I had any last month, and I had 2 this month so far. This is amazing. It's amazing. Mercari, this is the revival of Mercari right here. We might get 3 by the end of the month. Spicy. Oh, you guys are stupid. You guys are all stupid, every one of you. All right, this got to go to UPS, so I got to toss this off to the side. Last sale is a Depop sale, and another crazy sale to have on Depop. This is a suit. So this is a Charles Tyrwhitt suit. I don't pick up everything Charles Tyrwhitt. When you go to a thrift store, you're going to find a ton of Charles Tyrwhitt dress shirts. You're always going to pass on them, usually, unless there's something crazy special. They're new with tags, and they're super cheap. But the suits, the blazers, the suits, full suits, and the ties are what you pick up in Charles Tyrwhitt. Ties got to be cheap, like $1, $2, $3. They sell for $20 really quick. Suits sell really well. So this sold over on Depop for $45. A suit selling on Depop. That's wild. For $45. Nice little sale. I usually pay like $5 for these at thrift stores because they never price up Charles Tyrwhitt. And if they did, they would just sit there forever until they get discounted anyway. But nice sale, Charles Tyrwhitt. I think most Charles Tyrwhitt blazers I usually sell within a month. And I don't price them super high. I price them at like $40 to $50 to get them to move. MercariCon proved to be a success. Yeah, there was 3 people there. The 3 people showed up, and they're like, that's 1 more than last year. I had a 20 bundle on Depop and another 30 one after Thanksgiving. Let's go. That's awesome. I don't get too many like big orders on Depop. Anything I can get on Depop, I'll take because fees over there, like I paid almost no fees to ship to for that order, so I'll take that every day of the week. All right. Last up, we got a bunch of eBay orders. I think I said 21 total eBay orders, so we'll pack these up real quick. Let me get some what do you call them? Bags ready to go. Okay, I'm gonna try to move through these quick because I know my melee is gonna be here in like 30 minutes. So feel free to keep asking questions. If I miss your question, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to go really quick. So this I just picked up at Goodwill. This is a Callaway golf polo. I don't pick up all pre-owned Callaway golf polos, but I do pick them up if they're big and tall sizes. This one was a 3XLT. I had this listed for less than a week and it already sold for full price, $24.99 plus shipping. Again, not all Callaway is a pickup. It has to be a big and tall size, and usually ones with patterns will sell a little bit quicker. I think you're doing another. I think I'm doing another jewelry whatnot show tomorrow night. Last minute present purchases. My last lot had some expensive pieces for $70. Let's go. Everybody go follow Dora over on whatnot. If you need some jewelry, I know some of you guys love jewelry. Some of the TikTok crowd does a lot of jewelry over there. Chad does a lot of jewelry. Go follow Dora over on whatnot. Get some jewelry. Last minute gift purchases. And also, yeah, it's gonna be like one of the last shows you can do because I think the 17th is like the cutoff date for shipping to get it there by Christmas. So it's a good time to get that. Do a show tomorrow, ship it out the very next day, and then your buyers will get it before Christmas. All right, this one's shipped. Download this label. I'm using Shippo to ship all these out. If you don't know what Shippo is, use the link in my bio or use the link on this live. After you spend $25, you'll get $25 for free. Shippo usually is always the same price or cheaper than eBay labels, especially for items over £1. So if you haven't tried it out yet, give it a try. Give Shippo a little try. All right, next up, 6418. These might all be out of order though. Let me see. Six. There we go. Okay. Brooks Brothers, men's Brooks Brothers dress shirt. This one has the little hit on the front. Don't worry, it's not dirty. It's just the outside of the bag that has a little marker from the bag that was in front of it. Sold for $22.99 plus ship, just a bread and butter sale. I pick these up as long as I get them for like $5 to $6 at a thrift store. I'll list them for $22.99 just like I list Ralph Lauren shirts and get them to sell. I can't find where you get your boxes. Cheryl, so in the description of this live, if you hop out of this live and you go to my main page, there is a link. There's a link for the link tree. I'll put it in the chat here in a second too, but if you want to go grab it really quick, link for the link tree is in the description of this live. You click on that, go to the products we use on a daily basis section, and the exact boxes, bags, all the stuff we use every single day is linked there. It's an Amazon storefront, so you buy from Amazon if you have Prime shipping. I think most of those are Prime shipping items, so you'll get them within 1 to 2 days if you order through the link. But I'll throw it in the chat here in just a second. Let me ship out this order real quick. My nose is runny. It's actually a little cold here today in Florida. It got cold last night. It's supposed to be cold tonight, and then it's supposed to warm up for the rest of the week. I think it's supposed to be warm here on Christmas, which is good. I like a warm Christmas. What's up, Meg? Meg, I love your videos. I love when you clap back at people. I love people that clap back at people. Especially dumb people. I like it. I know other people like to stop wasting your time. I'm like, no. Some people just need a little clap back every once in a while. Let me go to my... Am I logged in on my Linktree on my computer? No, I'm not. Let me go through my Instagram then. It's probably the easiest way. Instagram. You can also find on my Instagram in my bio, Facebook, YouTube, all that. It's all in my bio, my Linktree, and it has all the links you need, all the links I talk about, they're all linked there. But you want my Amazon storefront, so I will give you the direct link to that. And that is right here. So it's in the chat. If you're watching over here, it's in my Linktree in my bio. But click on that, go to my Amazon storefront. The boxes, you should see them like right on the front page because I have different sections for things that we use, and you should see it right on the front page and be able to click on it and purchase those. And then the bags are all linked there and everything. You get it. Next up, these are all out of order. I should have pulled these in order. 7239. That would have made my life a little easier. Polo Ralph Lauren. There we go. Polo Ralph Lauren men's chino shorts. shorts are still selling. So if you see these cheap, pick them up. These sold for $22.50. Just a nice pink pair of shorts. They actually sold pretty quick too. I just listed these like a week to 2 weeks ago, and they already sold. $22.50. That's a nifty sale. Nifty sent out a 10% out offer, and this person accepted because I had these listed for $24.99. I write sometimes about all these damn. Oh yeah, yeah. You get the people. You get the people in the comments that are just, yeah. They're just people in the comments. It's below zero. Oh gosh, why do you live there? Why do you live places that go below zero? That just doesn't sound fun to me. I sell on Whatnot live from the Goodwill outlet. Let's go. That's a great idea. I know Flip the World was doing that for a little bit. I know there's some other sellers that do that too. Straight from the bins. I think it's a great business model as long as the store doesn't care, which most stores don't, because why would they? You're not stealing from them. You're buying from them and selling it for a profit. You're paying their prices. I know a lot of people get uptight when I talk about that, selling directly in the thrift store, but thrift stores don't care. Just imagine if somebody came to your eBay store right now and they bought out 100 items out of your eBay store for the prices that you had it at. Why would you care? You already have it priced at that price. You're not having to give them a deal. You're just selling it for what you wanted to sell it for anyway. So I love that model. It's a zero risk model, right? You sell it before you ever buy it. So, or you sell it while you have it in your cart. You'll buy it later, obviously. But yeah, it's zero risk. You're going to sell it for more than what you're paying before you actually pay for it. Because during the summer, if you pull up here, I love to fish and enjoy outdoor. Yeah, I get that. I'm just messing with you. I just don't like the cold. Don't like the cold. Cold is no good. Cold is no good. All right, let's ship out the next one. 7456. It's a good one. I think this sold right before the Whatnot show. I didn't get a chance to cross-list it over, but this is a men's Polo Ralph Lauren size extra large 100% lamb's wool quarter zip sweater. Quarter zip, lamb's wool, Ralph Lauren. It got everything you want for going for it. This one sold for $40 over on eBay, and I just listed this one. Literally just listed. I actually listed it higher than I usually do just because quarter zips are back in style, I guess. And it sold. I was about to list this for $34.99. That's probably what I would have listed it for last year, but listed a little higher just because of the trend, and ended up getting a higher sale price. There's a woman that sells at my local bins. She brings them donuts and pizza every now and then. Great strategy. I like it. I like it. It's the same thing you do for like your mail people, right? You give them like gift cards and stuff, so they make sure they pick up your packages and scan them. It's a smart strat. It's a smart strat. All right, this is gonna be $7.92 to ship over on Shippo. If I were to ship this over on eBay, look at the difference in pricing. Same exact sweater, ground advantage, 2 pounds, 911 by 2, $8.85. Oh, I have to move my picture again. I always forget to do this. I hate that this does this. I have to move it over here, and then I have to maximize this, and then you can see it. $8.85, as you can see in the corner. That's how much it's going to ship out on eBay. Again, 2, 9, 11, 2. A little lesson for those of you who think that if I were to put this exact weight, because this actually weighs 1 pound, 3 ounces. If I put 1 pound, 3 ounces in here, it's the same exact price. It doesn't change. Between 1 pound, 1 ounce to 2 pounds, it's all going to be the same price. So it doesn't matter what you put in here. That's why I always round up to 2 pounds, because it's just easier to round up to 2 pounds. $8.85 if we hop over to Shippo, and we're going to ship this thing out. It's going to cost me $9.72. Same exact thing, 9 by 11. The only thing is it's missing the third dimension, because Shippo allows you to ship in a bag with 2 dimensions. That's why you're saving a little bit extra money. They have a deal with the post office. 2 pounds, same exact weight, $7.92. So save almost $1 just shipping this on Shippo rather than shipping it out on eBay's already discounted rates. You get even more discount with Shippo. So yeah, use Shippo if you haven't already, especially your heavier items. Anything over 1 pound, I found every single time that you're going to save on Shippo. So if you want to just ship your heavier stuff on Shippo, save a little money, you should do that. You learn to live with it. I don't think I could learn to live with it, to be honest. Cold is just too cold. I can't do the cold. I hate taking cold showers. Like, it's got to be warm. I can't go outside when it's freezing cold. I don't mind walking at night when it's cold, but I got to bundle up. Kayla's the same way. Kayla thinks it's cold today. She's like, it's freezing in this house. I was like, it's not that bad, actually. But she's always cold. Her fingers are always cold. She always, like, touches my arm, and I'm like, geez, you're freezing right now. What's up, Trisha? You can definitely get kicked out if you don't know the people. Yeah, don't just walk into a Goodwill bins and start filming, because yeah, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Ask if you can do it before you do it. How we doing today? How about those Jags? I didn't see if the Jags won, to be honest. I don't watch football anymore. I saw the Colts loss. I look at the Colts game and just laugh at Surf, send him a little message, and that's basically it. As long as the Colts lose, we're good. Are you getting more North Face Patagonia shows? I am getting more North Face Patagonia shows. I actually have a box here that I forgot to sell. It's a smaller box, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might do a list it live later this week where I just pull everything out, show it, and run it as on an auction. But I think not this weekend on Saturday, but the following weekend on Saturday, we're going to do another North Face Patagonia show over on Whatnot, and then we'll do a Ralph Lauren show the following week. Remember, this weekend we're taking off. We're not doing anything this weekend because it's too close to Christmas. And then Illinois is freezing. Planning on moving to Georgia. We also get violated in Illinois by property taxes. Yeah. I hear that a lot. A lot of places have bad property taxes. Just move to Florida. Actually, don't move to Florida. We're full. I'm about to coat another round of hangers. Next round in a day or two. I've got a lot of people asking about hangers. Couple days, Trisha will have some out. I'll post my Instagram and Facebook as soon as she has some available. Yeah, you're a fan of the losing team. Remember when the Colts were the #1 team in the NFL? You guys remember that? I remember that. I remember when Surfs was like #1 team in the NFL. Now where are they? They're definitely not the #1 team in the NFL. That's for sure. 6710. This is a men's Tommy Bahama polo shirt. Picked this up at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I picked up a few of these. I have 2 left. This was one of them, and I have one more still listed. I think I paid $15. It's in my TJ Maxx video on YouTube if you want to go watch it. This one sold for $40.50. 40.50. Full, lots of space. Oh yeah, Texas. There's tons of space in Texas. Go move to Texas. It's just dry and hot there. I'm starving, by the way, chat. I want to get done with this and eat some lunch. I haven't eaten anything all day. I'm hungry. We've been shipping for 3 hours already. I love doing the big shows. I hate shipping them. Yeah, but it's Texas. That's true. But Texas has good thrift stores. Have you ever watched somebody who goes thrifting in Texas? And they have thrift stores at like every single corner. They have tons. I know they have red, white, and blues out there. I think they have Savers. I think they have Goodwills. I don't know if they have Salvation Armies out there. I think they do. I think they have every chain of thrift stores in Texas. And there's like one on every corner. Bears fan here. It gets me in a lot of trouble up here because of all the rabid Packers fans. Nice. Packers fans. Packers are doing good too, right? I'm not following football, to be honest. After the Titans had a losing season, I'm done watching football. I'm not watching this anymore. 7339. Men's Ralph Lauren custom size 2XL shirt. This one I took a best offer of $23 for. I had this one listed for $24.99, and this person offered me $23, and I took that as a best offer. Again, lots of Ralph Lauren selling this weekend. If you didn't see, I talked about it earlier today. I moved a bunch of stuff over to Whatnot via Vendoo, because Vendoo is the only one that allows you to do it. I'm going to make a post on this later too. And I was able to sell 31 items from the shop, all Ralph Lauren. So if you're a Whatnot seller and you want to move an extra few items every show, you might consider cross-listing either manually or with a service like Vendoo and moving your stuff over really quick. Because it was definitely a good strategy. 31 items. At the end of the show, we were just making sale after sale after sale. So I think you're freezing. Maybe it's my end. I think I'm good. Am I freezing, chat? Am I freezing, chat? Let me know on Facebook. Do you see me freezing? We just got Savers. I love it. Nice. I've never been to a Savers, ever. Never, ever, ever been to a Savers. I hear they can be good and they can be bad. Kind of like red, white, and blue, right? They can be good or they can be bad. Robert Graham 3XL 3065. Here's a good one. 3065 men's Robert Graham shirt. This one's been listed for a while, so I was glad to see this one go. $34.99 plus ship is what it sold for, a full price sale. So you don't actually show them or run them? No. I have everything listed in the shop. And I tell them they can make offers. All the listings have photos, though, just like eBay. They have all my photos, all my measurements, sizes, everything. Yeah, no freezing here. It's you. It's not me. It's you, Carolyn. It's not me. You're the reason. No, I'm just kidding. 11 ounces, 9 to 12. This is shipping out on Shippo for 637. This is one of those items that if I shipped it on eBay, it would still be 637 because it's under a pound. But yeah, everything over a pound, you're going to save money. Yeah, it's your end. It's you. It's not me. It's you. Yeah, I should be fine on TikTok too. They fixed my internet, supposedly. I got to call them back today because they got to actually dig out a hole in my backyard and rewire everything because they found out their wires are not properly wired in my backyard. So that'll be fun. That'll happen within the next couple days. There's a short-haired woman in Illinois that runs the locations like the Marine Corps. She's all over each location. Which for what? For what? Goodwills? Oh, that's for Savers. Got you. Okay. She's the boss lady. Don't mess with the boss lady. Are you using Nifty right now? I'm not cross-listing or anything like that, so I'm not using Nifty right now, but I use Nifty every single day in my business for sending offers, sharing my Posh Closet, all that. Every single day for the last, I don't know, how long I've been using Nifty, like 2.5, 3 years now. I use it every day. I actually listed something. Okay, I want to show you guys this. Let's sidetrack for a second. I was talking to Chris and Surfs last night about this. I'm about to blow your guys' mind. I need to reach out to Photo Room to do a partnership for this specific thing. It's crazy. When you guys see this, you're going to be like, why are you so excited about this? But it's pretty freaking cool. Let me find the listing. Let me find it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is right there. Okay. Everybody always asks, how do you get your ties to look so good? They're about to really ask this question when it comes to tie photo listings. Look at this. I'm live. I am live, Ted. Look at this listing. This is my listing, by the way. This is my cover photo. See that cover photo for that tie? Look how beautiful it is. Look how beautiful that cover photo is. Isn't that gorgeous? What do you think? 10 out of 10? 10 out of 10 for that cover photo. There's the tag photo, close up, and then the measurement. I forgot to take this measurement. I always forget to take that measurement, but there you go. That's the measurement photo. Look how nice that tie is. See how nice that cover photo is? Guess what? That cover photo is AI. I didn't even take that photo. I literally took a close-up image of this pattern. I threw it into Photo Room, and it created that tie cover photo for me. So you can see the pattern is almost identical. There's like a little teeny bit of a difference, but I mean, as the buyer's buying this, they're not going to be able to see the difference. But yeah, that's all AI that was created. This one's not AI, this one's not AI, and this one's not AI. That was all done by Photo Room. I put in a shadow and cleared out the background, but this one is 100% AI. 100% AI. So from now on, all my tie photos are going to be done just like that. No models. I'm not going to do the model thing. I'll just do, so basically I told AI on Photo Room, I told it to make me a Windsor knot and like, I said, style this and style this exact pattern on a tie and a Windsor knot. And that's what it did. And I think that's pretty dang good. So that's going to be my new tie photos. So ties and Ralph Lauren doesn't sell. Yes. I think that one's going to sell. It's going to sell really well. How much is Photo Room? I'm not sure. I bought Photo Room a while ago. I'm not like sponsored by them or anything like that. I don't have like I don't think I have a discount code. I don't think they do discount codes there. I think it just depends on what you want. Just go to Photo Room. It's an app, so you can download the app and get Photo Room. But to be honest, I don't know. Am I off restriction? Is this off restriction? But yeah, I just thought about that. I was sitting on the couch last night. I was like, I should take some photos of some ties, and I was like, you know what? I want to make my ties look like. There's another lady. Her name's Sherry's Bargains on eBay, and she makes her ties look like that. Like she actually folds them or she wraps them and makes them look like that. I'm like, how does she do that? And I'm like, why don't I just use AI to do that? And I tried it, and I tried it on ChatGPT first. ChatGPT got the pattern all off. It was horrible. So then I used it on Photo Room. Chris was like, why don't you try it on Photo Room because the pattern's off. I was like, okay, let me try it on Photo Room. And sure enough, Photo Room made it like a perfect image of it. So shout out to Photo Room. I'm definitely going to be using that from now on to do all my ties. Take a little close up. $14.95 a month for Photo Room. There you go. So it's cheap. I actually use Photo Room to create all my social media posts too. When I'm like taking out the background and like putting an image or something on top of something else, I use Photo Room to do that. So if you use it for multiple purposes, both you can use it for listings and also for social media if you do social media too. Where Shop SBH is in here. Are you AI? Yes, I am AI. I am AI. 100%. You needed sunglasses this morning. I hopped in your live and the sun was just beating on your face. I'm like, why doesn't this guy put on sunglasses? I know he's inside, but I know he can't see his screen. He can't see his screen with the sun in his face. Levi's, vintage Levi's jeans. Took a best offer on these of 25 bucks. I think I pay $5 for these. I find these at the thrift store all the time. Really, really cheap. Especially at Red, White, and Blue. They have these usually discounted on the discount days. They price these at like 15 bucks and they go 75% off and I grab them at 75. So Levi's for 5 and under, pretty much a no-brainer. I pick up everything. So the sun was AI. Oh, did you have I see what you did. You probably had one of those lights like that on TikTok shop that like cast light on you that make it looks like, you know, you got the light hitting you. I seen those videos of those people selling those. That's probably what you got. You probably got it off TikTok shop. You probably had a link in the bottom of your live and I just didn't notice it. Trying to sell some stuff. I see you. I see you. Hopping on the TikTok shop train. All right, this one is going to ship out for it's going to ship out for $8.59. It actually weighs 2 pounds 3 ounces, so I round it up to 3 pounds. Again, between 2.1 pounds and 3 pounds, you're going to ship the same rates. So don't tell me that you're not, because you are. And this one over on eBay would cost a whopping $9.74. So I'm saving over $1 shipping this on Shippo as opposed to shipping this with the eBay already discounted rates. If I went to the post office to ship this out, good golly, it'd probably be like $17 to ship this out at the post office. So use Shippo if you're not already. I love Photoroom. I do love Photoroom's amazing. I use Photoroom almost daily. Anytime you see me make a post, like the sold comps on my videos, those are all created by Photoroom. I use another app to get but I use Photoroom primarily to get the whole background taken off. I don't want to get too deep in what I do because it'll go right over most of your guys' head. But Photoroom is how I create those AI images. All right, here's a good one. I actually put this into my Whatnot Buy It Now, and I knew somebody would grab this, but it sold right before the live. This is a Denim & Supply Ralph Lauren hoodie. This thing is amazing. If it was my size, I would have kept it 100%, but it was a men's size 2XL. I found this at Red, White, and Blue. I think I paid $15 for it, so I paid up a little bit for it, but that pattern, I knew this was going to sell really quick. Sold for $53.99 plus shipping. $53.99 plus shipping. $14.95 for Canva must have. I've never tried Canva before. I don't really use Canva. No, I never used Canva before. What is Canva for? Is that like creating posts? I create all my posts on a free app called. What is the app called? I forget the name of it, but I have a free app that I use to like create the images, and I use Photoroom to like bring like backgrounds and stuff like that. Take backgrounds off things. But I've never used Canva, no. Yeah, the Aztec pattern, the Southwestern Aztec pattern, those are always good sellers. And yeah, like I said, I tried to put it in my Whatnot show and the Buy It Now as like a little sneaky piece for those people that were shopping to find it, but it sold too quick. I watched Chris's listing video and he was using Photoroom and I've used it ever since. Yeah, Chris uses Photoroom for like a lot of his pictures and they make them pop. So if you ever wonder how Chris gets his images so good, Photoroom. He's been partnered with Photoroom for a while. I don't think he's done a sponsored video for a while. But every once in a while, you'll see him do a video. Photoroom reached out to me a while ago, but I don't know if I ignored them or I just got back to them too late. I forget. But I'm probably going to reach out to him now for that tie video because I think I can make that thing go viral. Next up, 3681. This is another men's Robert Graham shirt. Remember, Robert Graham doesn't sell. Don't pick these up. If you pick these up, you're just going to have them listed forever. Just leave them at the thrift store for me because every time I post Robert Graham, that's what everybody tells me. This one sold for $39.99 plus shipping. 40 bucks, pre-owned condition, men's Robbie G. Photoroom would have went a little wild. I haven't even looked at their price update. I pay, I think, for the yearly plan. So I don't know if I'm grandfathered in, but I pay yearly. So if they went crazy, I don't know about it. They've also, so a lot of the services you use, I think Nifty uses Photoroom to take out the background. I think Vendu does. I think List Perfectly does. So there's a lot of services you already probably use that use Photoroom. They just partner with them so they can use their stuff. Always depend on the style and pattern for me. Yep, always. I don't pick up the Robert Graham polos. I usually don't pick up Robert Graham like plain chino pants. I pick up Robert Graham ties. I have a couple over there I actually need to list that I'm going to use that photo room for later. I'm going to play around. Now I'm actually excited to list ties again. I have so many ties to list, and now I'm excited to list them. But there are certain pieces I don't pick up, but for dress shirts, as long as the pattern's wild and they're the right price, I'll pick them up. Usually red, white, and blue prices I'm at like, you saw the video the other day, $50 is what they usually price them at. It's a little too pricey for me to grab them at that price, but yeah. Orvis. I don't pick up all Orvis, but I will pick up these flannels this time of year, especially if they're new with tags. So men's Orvis flannel shirt. This one sold for $34.99 plus shipping. These are sold at Costco, by the way, and this still sold for $34.99 because it's that time of year. These are nice. Even though they're sold at Costco, these are nice, heavy flannels. I like them. Next year, it's going to $34.99 a month and $249.99 for the year. Got you. Yeah, that is a little pricey, but they are the best, in my opinion, out of all of them. They're probably the best when it comes to AI removals. So, or not AI removals, for background removals. That's probably why they're increasing the prices. But yeah, that is a pretty big jump. But for me, it's a business expense. I'll pay that every year. I got to write off as much as I can, so I'll pay for that. Yeah, Orbis sells for me too. It's specific pieces, just like we talked about Robert Graham. It's specific pieces. By the way, this is $7.92 to ship out on Shippo, and I guarantee this is going to be more expensive to ship out on eBay. I already know it. $7.92, and to ship this out on eBay, Ground Advantage is $8.85. So you're saving yourself, again, almost $1 shipping this out on Shippo as opposed to shipping this out on eBay. Use my link in my bio, sign up, go get your free $25. After you spend $25, Shippo will give you $25 for free. How eBay can't make the background removal tool. Oh yeah, I don't know what service they use. If they've just like built their own service, but they should just partner with Photo Room too and just give that to their sellers. They probably could get that super cheap as like a really big bulk deal for Photo Room. Well, that's eBay for you. eBay always does things weird. eBay's a weird site. They should be the best at everything, and they're usually the worst. 6418. Gotta find this really quick. There it is. Another Polo Ralph Lauren quarter zip sweater. This one's a good one too. Nice plaid, like red, black plaid colorway. This one listed like a month and a half ago. Sold for $30. Took a best offer this morning on that one. Little quarter zip piece. Yeah, eBay's always behind in times. All right, that one's shipped. 12 ounces is what this one is going to cost to ship. So let's see, $5.86 to ship this out. Not bad. That's actually pretty cheap. I charge $7 on shipping on everything under a pound. So this one was $7 in shipping. And so I made myself like $1, whatever, $1.14 minus fees. Because obviously I pay fees on that $1.14. All right, that one shipped. Almost done. I think we're going to beat my mail lady. She'll be here probably in the next 10 minutes. I only have a few more to go. Next up, Ralph Lauren 6159. Another, I'm telling you guys, Ralph Lauren. So many people give me flack for picking up basic Ralph Lauren pieces. But as you can see, today alone, like half of my orders, actually like 98% of my orders were Ralph Lauren from this weekend. Here's another one, $24.99 plus shipping, full price sale, nice plaid. Anytime I have a plaid like this that's nice and colorful, I'll list a little bit higher than the $22.99 that I usually list for. I'll list these for $24.99. I can't believe it was even listed that long. Those quarter zips are in crazy demand. Me too. I think it was a small size. I think it's a men's size small. That's probably why it's sat. And I listed that like before the quarter zip craze. I listed that like a month and a half ago. I think the quarter zip craze like just started. It's probably going to end here in the next like 3 days because crazes go like that. I was talking to somebody about the next thing that's gonna be the next thing that pops up. Oh, it's Surfs. Surfs was talking about he thinks the 3-button polos are going to come back too. Like everybody in the springtime is going to be like the new thing is going to be wearing 3-button polos. And that'll be like the kids' new craze. Just basic. It's been around forever, but for some reason everybody likes them. I wish eBay would fix their bundling. I had a 7-item bundle, and they were going to charge the buyer around $50 for shipping. Yeah, I think that's another thing eBay really, really, really needs a fix. It's always been an issue. It just doesn't make sense. I had somebody today that was buying overseas internationally, and they messaged me, and they were trying to buy 2 items, and eBay, even though it was bundling it together for them, it was charging $16.50 a piece to ship both of them. So it was like $32, $33 for them to ship. And they were like, why is it shipping like that? And I'm like, I don't know. I think after live, I'm going to try to put them both in one listing for them so they can buy them together and I can ship them together to save them on shipping. But again, that's eBay for you. Makes no sense. Hey, guess what else I sold? I sold another Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. This one's a linen, size medium, sold for $27. A little bit more pricey because this is a linen shirt as opposed to a basic cotton shirt. How do short sleeve Ralphs do in button down? Like short sleeve button downs right now, they're not going to sell that well, Carolyn, because we're in the middle of winter. They'll still sell, but they're not going to sell as fast as they would in like April, May. So you can still list them, but just expect them to sit for a little bit. But if you list them around April, May, expect them to sell a little bit faster for you. This one's going to ship for 9 ounces. $5.86 again. $5.86. Ralph Lauren is a majority of my sales. Same with me, Edward. Same with me. And every time I make a post about Ralph Lauren or have like, if I'm pulling orders, do an order pull video, and I got a lot of Ralph Lauren in that video, people are like, I'll get the comments like, you paid $5, you sold it for $22.99, you only made $1 profit. I'm like, first off, you don't know how to do math. Second off, it's bread and butter, fills your cart. Every time you go to the thrift store, you can usually find 1 to 2 Ralph Lauren pieces somewhere in the thrift store that you can add to your cart to build on. So you're not just going there and grabbing 1 item. You get to grab 10 instead of 1. Makes better use of your time because you're already touching those items anyway as you go through the racks. 7431. 7431. Speaking of Ralph Lauren, little button polos. This is just a basic button polo. Nothing crazy. I don't list these too high. This one sold for $19.99 plus shipping. I got these in a bulk buy recently. Got a bunch of them in. I had to throw about half of these away from the bulk buy because the condition wasn't good enough. So I'm working on getting the condition a little bit better from that person. I actually ordered another round from them to see if they could deliver what they promised. So they said that they're going to do a little bit better on condition for me. So we'll see. And then hopefully if it gets good and I think the condition is well enough to wholesale, I might be able to wholesale a little bit off to you guys too. But I paid $4 a piece for these in the wholesale deal. For each after shipping costs, I think it was like $4.25 or $4.50 is what I paid each. But yeah, the first deal wasn't the best. Wasn't the best. How they do overall? They do overall well, but again, you gotta, seasonality takes effect, Carolyn. So like right now, if you listed a bunch of 3-button short sleeve Ralph Lauren or long or full button short sleeves, they're obviously not going to sell as well as they would in the middle of winter. So you're going to have to sit on them for a little bit. But if you can find them cheap enough, grab them. I would definitely grab them if you can find them cheap enough. 6714. 67. Peter Millar men's chino shorts, brand new with tags. I picked these up at TJ Maxx Marshalls for $20 a piece. This one I took a best offer of $40. Not the best time of year to be selling these, obviously, like we just talked about. But I know somebody's grabbing this for Christmas, so I took a little bit of a lower offer than I would have liked. I usually like to sell these around $50. I hope you donate them to a shelter. Those were, they were really bad. So no, I didn't donate them at all. Some of them had holes like on the front. A lot of them had the lapels were all destroyed and distressed. They weren't good enough even for a shelter. They were supposed to be grade A, and they definitely were not grade A. Half the order was destroyed. Which is not grade A. And then by destroyed, I don't mean like a little stain or a flaw. I mean like flawed. I had to send them a video so they could see. But yeah, I wouldn't even donate those to a shelter. I wouldn't best. So it was a bad order. What's up, Faith? Faith is in the chat. What's up, Faith? All right, we're almost done. Almost done, chat. Got like 4 or 5 more items to go. Okay, let's grab all these out real quick. We'll do these next. This is a Kayla pickup. These have been listed forever. We don't pick up this brand anymore. The brand is Babaton. These are lady size 6 faux leather like pants. These sold for $28 plus shipping. Babaton is, again, not one of those brands we pick up. I think it used to have its heyday back in the day, but it doesn't sell that well anymore. Did they give you, so they're working on replacing the ones that were damaged. So I told them about half were damaged, and they're working on sending me another round. of just the polos, because the first one I bought was just polos. So we're trying to work it out, but we'll see. They obviously know I have social media, and they know they could potentially sell some their stuff through me. So it's within their best interest to, help me out with that. I like seeing what you're selling is cool. Appreciate you. Yeah, we do these lives usually 3 to 4 days a week, every single week on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So if you're not following, make sure you hit that follow button. If you want to learn what I'm selling, ask questions. It's a good time to come and ask questions too. I get a lot of DMs like every single day. My DMs are flooded. A lot of like basic questions that I don't answer because they're just basic, and I open myself up during these lives to talk to you guys. So if you have any questions, it's a good time to ask. Missed most of your live because I was ignoring and watching Chris at peak. That's okay. You can watch Chris. Hopefully he entertained you. He doesn't entertain me ever. I usually sleep during his lives, but hopefully he didn't sleep too much, Faith. What's up, Reisner? What's up? Thomas Mason, Brooks Brothers with the hit on the front. I actually probably underpriced this because this thing sold super fast. But yeah, Thomas Mason, Brooks Brothers. This is a luxury shirt collection. So it's like a bolo collab, I guess. And this one had the hit on the front. Most of these don't have the hit on the front. This one did. Sold for $24.99 in one day. Listed this, I think, on Friday, and it sold on Friday in like an hour or something like that. So quick little sale. Brooks Brothers dress shirt. Oh, ironing. It's okay. I read ignoring. But again, hopefully he didn't bore you too much over there, Faith. I apologize if he did. Just messing with you. I'm just messing with Chris. I just happened to be on my phone and it popped up, so I'm here today. No specific days or times. No, just when, like today, once we got done shipping Whatnot orders, that's when I hopped on. So it just really depends on what time I get done with that. Usually during the week, it's usually around like 10 to 11 a.m. But on Mondays, it's usually a little later. Next Monday, it'll be normal time because we don't have a show this weekend. What's up, Kings? Somebody just messaged me on Whatnot. What's the defect with this item? I already know they're looking for a return because in the description I put some of these items might have defects and that person's looking for a return. Don't do it. Don't try to get a return. It's not going to work. We had somebody the other day open a return on Whatnot because they said we sent them the wrong size, and ended up we sent them the correct size and they got a refund from Whatnot. And then we reached out to Whatnot and said, hey, there's an error with this. We got a ding on our account because they said we sent them the wrong size, but we sent them the right size. They already said it in the chat. And Whatnot says they can't remove the violation. I was like, what? Why can't you remove it? They've already admitted to it. But Whatnot's like, it doesn't affect your seller rating unless you have too many. And then once you have too many, then you can then you can file a report. I'm like, why can't I just get it taken off right now before that happens? Like, anyways. Make sure you're always buying the right stuff. We always go over multiple times what we're selling, so that way you guys know exactly what you're getting during the live. I'll repeat. I know it's annoying to hear me say men's size large. It's a men's size large Untucked shirt, men's large Untucked shirt, men's size large. I'll say it over and over again because I still get the people that will say like, hey, I didn't know this was a size large. I thought it was a medium. I'm like, I said it. It's in the chat. I've said it 16 times. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Untucked shirt. Men's Untucked shirt. Hey, it's men's size large. I didn't realize that. Men's size large Untucked shirt sold for $22.50. $22.50. $22.50. Yeah, put the returns on. Yeah, no returns on Whatnot. Yeah, they actually sent on their return, on their actual thing they sent into Whatnot, they said that they got a flawed item, even though the real reason was they got the wrong size. So if they would have put they got the wrong size, I think Whatnot would have actually reached out to us and been like, hey, did you send them the wrong size? But because they used the wrong reasoning, we got a ding on our account. They got a full refund. Luckily, Whatnot doesn't take the refund away from the sellers. But yeah, I just wish they would have reached out to us first. If you ever have an issue with an item, reach out to us first and talk to us, and we'll usually make it right very, very fast. Yeah, Untucked doesn't sell. Yeah, and Amy, you pin the sizes every single time. Like, it's very, very hard. The person that did that too, they also admitted that they didn't have their volume on when they ordered, and they were just looking at the pins in the chat. I was like, why are you buying things without the volume on? Turn your volume on. Don't be buying stuff without the volume on. You're going to make a mistake, and then you're going to blame me for the mistake. Don't do that. That's your mistake, not mine. All right, last sale is it says I have 2 orders left. I don't know why it says I have 2 orders left. Let me see what the last order is. I know I have this one. Oh, the Beretta. I got the Beretta. Okay. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren pajama top. I don't pick these up very often. This was in a bulk buy. I listed this very low, sold it for $14.99 plus shipping. Don't pick these up unless you can get them for like $1 or $2. So, if they don't have the volume on, they should put the captioning on. Yeah, and yeah, they would read it. I say it multiple times. It's just crazy that people, I don't know, but that shouldn't have went against us. I'm probably still going to try to fight it with Whatnot and say like, hey, you got to take this off. This doesn't make any sense why you're allowing this to stay on. All right, 9 to 11 ounces. And this one's shipping out for $6.37. $6.37. And then we got one more item to ship out. It's a good one. It's a good one to end the live off on. And then I'll probably be live tomorrow, maybe. I definitely won't be live Wednesday because Wednesday's Kayla's birthday. So we're probably going to be doing some stuff with Kayla. Probably taking her out to breakfast or something like that in the morning. Can't go to dinner, though, because we have to go to my daughter's school for some award ceremony, unfortunately. I mean, not unfortunately, but Kayla doesn't get a birthday dinner. But I'll probably take her out to lunch or breakfast or something to make up for it. So Tuesday, probably Thursday, Friday this week. No Whatnot shows, so I'll probably be on live a lot this week too. Last sale is a Beretta wool jacket, sold for $71.99. It's a good one. This one's not in a bag. I'm going to bag it off live because Kayla's got the bags all mixed up over there. But this is a Beretta, 100% wool, lamb's wool. It's a pew pew. I can't say the other word. It's a pew pew jacket. It's got the patches right here. Very, very nice. 100% wool. I think I grabbed this for like $15 at Red, White, and Blue. And I'll pack that one up and ship it out. And that's the last order of the day. You're worried about Chevy. That's the last order of the day. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Again, live later this week. I got a YouTube video probably coming out on Friday. If I can get it edited and figure out how to edit off the new camera, I'm going to do that. And in that video, it's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to show you guys how I make a viral video during the thrifting. So for those of you who are interested in content, I have a portion of it in that video showing exactly how I make that video that I put out yesterday. I think that video is at almost 100,000 views on Facebook and YouTube, or Facebook and Instagram right now. So watch that video. It'll be out on Friday. I'll have more information out probably on Thursday. And yeah, I don't have any more announcements. That's it. Appreciate you guys hanging out, and I will catch you later.